What's up, all you fishing addicts out there? So check it out. Today is another episode of Tackle Box Tuesday. So check it out. We are going to be doing a real quick episode. I have been working a lot more, so I haven't had a lot of time to put a lot of these episodes together for you. Plus, the fishing has been super slow lately with the cold weather. So y'all know with cold weather, fish metabolisms go a lot slower. So they're not even looking for as much food as they normally are, and that works all the way up the food chain. So check it out. We are going to be doing some real important maintenance. Ooh, look at that spin. That's how you know I've been doing a good job upkeeping with it. So check it out. The first thing we're going to talk about with this reel, or any reel in particular, is a fishing hack to keep it clean before you have to disassemble it and all that other good stuff, and degrease, re-grease, and then re-oil and all that stuff. So what the real trick is once you buy a brand new reel, before you even spool it, all right, you take some household pledge, okay? Make sure you use the pledge because it has that waxy covering. Now what this does is you just take it and you spray it all down, let it sit, wipe it off, okay? And you take it, it'll wipe it off. Obviously you don't need it for dusting. The reason I'm saying use this pledge is because what it does is, for one, it does clean all the dirt and grease and grime and all that other stuff off of there. However, it leaves that nice shiny waxy buildup. So what that does is that will take away the likelihood of dirt and grime and salt and getting all stuck to it. And then as you turn your handle and the spool goes up and down, the salt and dirt goes up there, then goes back down into your reel. Okay, so that's a quick hack to keep it clean. And then another way to do it, so let's say you have your spool already full of line. Real easy, you can just take a cloth, wrap it around it, Whataburger receipt, just wrap it around the line, hold it right there. That way, obviously, the scent doesn't get on the scent, or the chemicals get on your line, because surefire way to deter fish. Take a plastic bag, just went to go get a monster, whatever you want to do. Tuck it like so. Just wrap around, and then you spray it around. That way you don't get it on your line. Too easy. That's real quick maintenance. Okay, super, super quick and very, very effective. Now, the other thing we are going to do, man, look at that spin. I just took it apart, re-greased it, and everything. Better than factory condition. And the drag wasn't even working. One thing, another fishing hack, fishing tip for your reel, important maintenance, is if you've ever noticed where your line will spool either high or low on your reel when you get it stock from out of the package or pre-spooled, what have you. That is due to the washers inside your reel, and I am going to show you. So, rule of thumb, if your line is spooling towards the top, you need to put an additional washer, or one of those little plastic ones that come already stocked in here. You need to add another one, and then you might need to add one more, because what it's doing is, as this goes down, when you reel it, you see how this middle piece will go, pushes up and down, okay? Right here, you'll see the gear, and you'll see the red one is a nice thick washer. So if there's no washer, it's going to sit down a little bit more, and that little bit will cause it to spool up at the top. Now, if it starts spooling more so down at the bottom, you need to remove a washer or one of these little things right there. So that's a real quick fishing tip. If you don't have washers, or you don't have a local specialized fishing store where you can get washers for your reel, because let's face it, they're not all made equal because of the center hole. You can just take any around the house, like some laminate paper, because they do have little paper washers in here. Well, that's more up here. Something real thin, or you can cannibalize one of your old reels. That's why I always say keep your old gear, because you never know what you'll need it for. So you can cannibalize one of those, take one of the washers out, put it in, or vice versa. Take one out and switch it. Just flip it around so you get your happy medium. Then after that, you'll have a nice even spool, so that'll stop a lot of line breaks, under spooling. You'll have to be able to put more line on your reel. Also stop a lot of those wind knots that you'll get, because when it spools too far up to one side, as this is going, it's supposed to spool evenly when you cast, right? So it's supposed to go up and then down and up and down. Well, if it goes all the way up and then drops down real quick without being even, that's when you're going to get that extra bit of line. So especially if you're using braid, you're going to be more prone to wind knots than you are if you're using a mono. But if you're using heavy mono, you don't got to really worry about anything. So that being said, y'all get yourself some pledge. Next week, we're going to be going over some more real important maintenance, and I'm going to show you how to take one of these apart and how to maintain it. Okay, because there are some, whether it's a spin cast or whether it's a open face reel or what have you, there with this type of reel, there are a couple different brackets, and some people may be confused and don't want to take it apart, but I assure you it's super easy, and not to be afraid. As long as you just use what you have and follow some of my guidance, just keep it all together, you'll be just fine. And the last fishing hack I have for you today in real important maintenance is potatoes. No, it's not a joke. So this is for my saltwater guys. One thing that you can use, like let's say, you guys have your leaders or other parts of your equipment that go in salt water. All you got to do is slice up a potato, put it in a big bowl of fresh water, sit there and let it soak. The potato will bring out the salt. Okay, so for those of you that fish for big game like I do, and you use those heavier mono type leaders or even wire leaders, to get out the salt, you just take it, slice up some potato, let it sit in there for a couple hours, and it will take out all the salt. So that'll help you preserve your gear for a lot longer and stop you from spending $6 for every new $6, $7, $8, $10, depending on what it is for a new leader. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Tackle Box Tuesday and your fishing hacks. In the meantime, stay frosty, and I hope you enjoy our episode of fishing coming up this weekend. It was madness. And if you find any other things that you want to learn about, go ahead and don't forget to like, share, subscribe to all your friends. Help pass on the information. If you see something that you want to know, let me know. I'll do my part for you. I will disassemble, I will reinvent, reverse engineer, whatever you need to make it a better fishing experience for you. All right, y'all. Keep them lines tight. Rods bent. We out.